The AISHA'S ADEPT pulse rifle is finally available and dropping from Trials of Osiris. But this may shock you when I say there's something about this pulse rifle that feels kind of off.
What? What?
There's something about this pulse rifle that just doesn't sit right with me, which leads me to believe that I would rather spit on this pulse rifle than use it in the Crucible.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck and spit on that thing, you get me?
So what exactly is going on with this? Well, in the video, we're going to go over the perks and the stats. I'm going to talk about what the god roll is, and then I'm going to tell you why I'm not really feeling this weapon. So let's get into the video.
Yo, it's time to subscribe to Paid to Be Famous. What are you doing?
Subscribe to Pay to Be Famous.
Subscribe to Paid to Be Famous. Like the video, come on.
Hell
you know
yeah.
the drill.
Button.
And slap that like button.
The AISHA'S ADEPT pulse rifle is a legendary kinetic pulse rifle, and it does strand damage. And it actually has the heavy burst frame, fires a hard-hitting 2-round burst, slightly reduces flinching from incoming fire while aiming. Taking a look at the perks in the first column, you've got Keep Away, Zen Moment, Slice, Gut Shot Straight, Encore, To the Pain, and Under Pressure. And in the last column, you've got Hatchling, Kill Clip, Collective Action, Desperado, Golden Tricorn, Head Seeker, and Moving Target. And you can choose between 3 basic origin traits: Alacrity, One Quiet Moment, and Omelon Fluid Dynamics. Now for PvE, there aren't too many good options in this first column. You really only have Slice. States that casting your class ability allows this weapon to sever targets on hit for a brief duration, up to a maximum number of targets, and that max is 5 targets within 8 seconds of using your class ability. This is actually a really good perk for PvE because severed targets deal 40% less damage to you, and in PvP, other players deal 15% less damage to you. And in that last column, you compare this with something like Hatchling, Precision Final Blows, or rapidly defeating targets with this weapon spawns a threadling at the target's location, or you can go with more damage, something like Golden Tricorn. Final Blows with this weapon grants bonus damage. While this buff is active, grenade or melee kills of the same damage type greatly increase the damage and duration. So 1 kill with Golden Tricorn is going to give you a 15% increase to your damage, and then if you happen to get Golden Tricorn times 2, you're going to get a 50% increase to damage for 10 seconds. So now let's talk about PvP and the reason that I don't really like this pulse rifle in the Crucible. And the reason for that is because it's a 2-round burst. So if you just miss 1 bullet in that burst, you're literally going to be dealing half the damage. And this pulse rifle has a base TTK of 0.87 seconds, which isn't bad, but there aren't many perks to help lower this TTK. Usually Kill Clip is a go-to to lower the TTK, but even with Kill Clip active, it only drops it to a 0.80, and it doesn't even 2 burst. You still have to pull 3 trigger pulls. At base, it takes 5 crits in 1 body. You're gonna need to pull the trigger 3 times, and with Kill Clip, it takes 4 crits in 1 body, so you still need to pull the trigger 3 times. And the same goes for Golden Tricorn times 1. It's gonna take 5 crits. Once again, you're gonna need to pull the trigger 3 times. The only perk that's actually gonna lower the TTK is Desperado. Desperado is gonna take it down to a 0.67 TTK with 5 crits and 1 body, which is still 3 trigger pulls. So if you happen to miss any of those bullets, you're gonna miss out on that lower TTK. So getting back to the first column of trait perks, there are a ton of good PvP options in here, but honestly, in my opinion, there's only one viable competitive one, and that is Zen Moment. Zen Moment states that causing damage with this weapon reduces recoil and flinch over time. This is gonna make the weapon super stable. Like I said earlier, if you happen to miss 1 shot at all, it's gonna raise that TTK, and it's gonna be very hard to recover from that in your gunfight. So you're gonna need to be as consistent as possible and always land your whole entire burst. And to me, Zen Moment is the easiest way to do that. Normally, I really like Keep Away. It increases reload range and accuracy, but it doesn't keep the bullets as close together as something like Zen Moment. Under Pressure would be a good perk to go with too. It improves stability and accuracy as the magazine gets lower, but it only works at the bottom half of the magazine, whereas Zen Moment, you can utilize that perk like as soon as the gunfight starts. So what is the god roll? Well, for PvP, I would definitely say go with like Arrowhead Break. This has a base recoil direction of 75. When you go with Arrowhead Break, it brings it all the way up to 100. And for the magazine, go with the Ricochet Rounds for that +5 range, +10 stability. First column of trait perks, go with Zen Moment. Last column, go with Desperado. And for the basic origin trait, I would say go with Omelon Fluid Dynamics. It's going to increase your reload speed and stability at the top half of the magazine. And then this pulse rifle already has a really good base range, so I would go with a Stability Masterwork, And then you could take that even further with Adept Stability mod or an Adept Range mod. Either one will do. So Guardians, those are my thoughts, my opinions on this pulse rifle. It's not the most competitive pulse rifle. I would rather use something like the Messenger with Kill Clip to get those consistent 2 bursts. So if you guys found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. Leave a like if you enjoyed the content. Follow me over on Twitch for the live streams, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. Oh, okay, they got us. Oh. Snagged it at the last second. Oh. Did I get him with that Tangle explosion? Oh, Warmind cells are back, baby. Why did I float like that? Oh, I didn't have any ammo.